A friend is someone who I could rely on no matter what, no matter how in-depth the situation is. I know I can call them at 2 o'clock in the morning. A friend is someone who is loyal, who is generous and fun. A friend is someone who could call me out on my fault and when I'm too stubborn to see it, because I could be stubborn. My name is Iyuhna Callands. I'm 16 years old, and I never had a friendship that lasted. I had a friend named Iyuhna Calendar, and we were really close. Like, we were tight-knit. And we met freshman year through one of my friends. And after that, we were just close. We did everything together. She always stayed at my house. We were just really, really close friends. I remember our favorite spot was Cold Stone. And we would always go to Cold Stone. She was the one that introduced me to Cold Stone. But it was really cool having her as a friend because I saw her as my sister. And she was there for me, but at times it was like half. Hi, Yanni. It's me calling. I was wondering if you were still coming. My grandmother and my grandfather raised me until I was 3. And I believe the reason why my grandparents raised me was because my mom was on drugs.
The unfortunate thing with her, she, got caught up into habits that was not good for her.
Right.
And as you know, that's a hard thing for her to this day.
Yes, your mother was a very nice girl, but she had a lot of challenges growing up.
When my grandmother died when I was 3, it was always her wish for my dad to get back on his feet and raise me. When I was 4 years old, my granddad took me to Harlem for my daddy to raise me.
I never will forget you was dressed in a little white dress in New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I cried the first day, but I think I adjusted quickly because me and my dad became really close. He was kind of like my mom and my dad, so we became very close, and he just became my best friend. I lived with my father for 9 years, but then something happened. I knew something was going on with my father, but I didn't want to believe it. So I got a knock at the door one night, and they said, is Sam here? And I'm like, no, he's not here and everything. And they're like, well, I just want to make sure he's okay because I just heard he got locked up. I thought my dad got himself together. There was nowhere else to go, so I went to live with my father's brother, Stanford.
I used to be like the coolest uncle in the world, and I got to play the parent role, and she's a teenager, and I got to talk to her, and I got to make sure she's fed, and I kind of blew you up a little bit with the eating. Oh my God, it's like, you hungry, baby, you hungry, baby, you hungry, baby, you hungry, baby. Then I had to be bossy, and I don't like that role, but you have to teach people how to really take care of themselves.
Well, my uncle is my best friend. Also, he was just a really easygoing person to talk to. Even though we butt heads a lot, I just know he will always be there for me, no matter what. My uncle is where I got the root of friendship from. But family is more accepting at times than friends can be. When I argue with my uncle, it's easier to make up. When I argue with my friends, it's harder to fix. We was going to school, and she would always meet me at the train station. And we both can't be late to school. And I forgot my program at home. I was like, you can go to school if you like, but I still got to get my program. She was like, Oh my gosh, Iyuhna, why didn't you tell me this before? I wouldn't have got off the train just to stand here in the cold for you. What do you think of me and Iyuhna?
I don't think you gave her enough opportunity. I think you was a little too rough on her. But I don't really know the deal because I'm not gossipy with you. But I don't think you gave her enough chances to mess up. Like you met her, you gave her 100%, and then whatever she did, you wasn't like, I ain't having it.
From that small argument, our friendship drastically shifted from best friends to acquaintances. I asked myself, why do my friendships fall apart? And I think it's because I'm afraid of them lasting. Or when there is a brick in the road, I can't talk about it. So, I mean, it's probably not an answer, but it's a feeling. And that's how I feel about that answer, and I'm gonna stick with that.